Hi there, Jacki St here. I'm here with Liz Flor. You're a graduate of the University of Findlay.
I came to the program in 1993, finished the program in 1997, and then stayed on and did a teaching internship, and then actually stayed here and taught until the fall of 2001.
Wow, that's very cool. I just missed you. I was here 6 years later.
Okay.
Just got here. I just missed you.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about what you do now. Like, do you have your own horse
I have my own business. I actually started my own business as soon as I was done with college here. Had horses in the staff barn. I have Western pleasure horses, hunter under saddle horses, and all around horses. We compete at quarter horse shows all over the country, and we do the futurities as well.
So, and I also see you do some judging. You were just the judge of the futurities.
Yeah, I come up and do that. Yeah,
okay,
I come up and do that. Yep.
So, how did you start your own business? I mean, did you have clients when you started? Tell us a little bit about how you took those steps to do your own thing.
To do my own thing.
Yeah.
I worked for Jimmy and Linda Becker in Pennsylvania prior to coming to college. Worked through that for them throughout college, and then really here, like my junior year, just got to know a lot of people, like locally. And then when I got out of school, I was very blessed to get a good group of horses and be very young.
Nice.
So I was very lucky that way.
That's
very,
awesome.
very lucky that way.
Do you have workers that work for you now? Do you do it all yourself?
No, we have 3 people that ride for us as assistants, and then we have 2 people that run the barn.
Very cool.
We keep 35 horses in training, all from starting 2-year-olds all the way up to finished show horses. Show.
What do you look for in a worker? Like, what do you look for in someone that works for you?
For a worker, you look first off, they have to have a great attitude. They have to be a hard worker. They have to understand that the horse business is when you make this commitment to do this, you're doing it with an animal that there's no time restriction. You work until it's done, and you have long days, long hours, but if you truthfully love it, it's very self-rewarding. You get to do, we are catering, we get to cater to somebody's hobby, but in turn we get to do what we love.
Yeah. So it sounds like by talking to you, you love horses.
Absolutely, I always have. This is always what I wanted to do.
That's always, I feel like, it makes such a better horse trainer.
Absolutely.
I feel like I do run into people that don't love horses, and it really
we have
shows.
people that come to work for us that I tell them, you don't love this enough. You really, it takes a special person, and it's a lot of time, and you never stop learning. There's a whole, you're constantly changing, you're riding each one as an individual, and the learning process never stops.
Do you have any bits of advice for our viewers on, say, if they have a horse that they think is a really good mover and they want to make it just a notch slower? What are some of the things that you work through to make that horse just that step above?
You just have to stay consistent, and there isn't a time frame. You have to look at it as they're individuals. If it's a good horse, you can't set that in 90 days it's going to do this or it's going to do that. They're all different, so you're going to have to adjust your program to fit them.
Exactly.
It's you can't put it on a calendar and say it's going to do this by then, because I think when people do that, that's when they run into problems.
Do you think it's hard sometimes when your clients are expecting something of a certain date of that animal? Do they get frustrated? Do you kind of tell them right up front?
I think you need to tell them up front. I think if you have open communication with your customers, I think you run into that less. I think when you promise them the world, because you're excited about it, because it's good-legged, because it's bred good, because it's talented, and you promise them that you're going to do this, this, and this, and then it takes a growth spurt and it's not ready to do it,
right?
You set yourself up to fail. It's kind of a journey that you go in as a group, and you see what happens. That's why they're called prospects. They're not called guarantees.
Exactly.
And some of the horses that are great show horses today weren't great 2- and 3-year-olds. They weren't. We've geared our program to where if they make 2s, that's great. We would love for them to make 2s, but you're not going to ruin a good horse just to have a 2-year-old.
That's a really good perspective.
They're going to tell us when they're ready. That you don't put all your eggs in one basket. You have to look at it as, we try to base ours that we want them to go longevity-wise. Like a horse, I had Zippo Romeo, and started him in the all-around stuff. He'd never seen a trail pull, never whatever. And he's 14 or 15 years old and won the Youth World this year in the trail. So, I want it and has gone on, I mean, with other trainers, and I mean, but you want that longevity for those horses.
Exactly.
You know, to still be showing and be sound and be happy and love their job. I don't want to get it all in 1 year and then be gone. I don't.
Exactly,
It's not
just
worth
like
it.
people, you want them to love your job. Speaking of that, I know as a horse trainer it's a busy, busy life. What do you do for fun? Like, how do you find time to fit in fun? I hear you're super good at Twister. So, yeah, it's worth going around. You're good at
Oh
Twister.
no, I don't know who told you that. You know, you have to make it fun, but you really have to make it fun every day, because there's a lot of days we start at 6:30 in the morning and we're not done until 8 o'clock at night. And it may be 6 days a week, 7 days a week. So you look for, you know, you just try to set goals. We try to do a day off after a horse show, you know, but you might go 2 or 3 weeks and not have a day off. It's the reality of it. The horses don't, somebody still needs to take care of them. They still have to get out of their stall.
You can't have a sick day.
No, they
You
don't
can't
care
have
if
a
we're
bad
sick.
day. No, they don't, unfortunately.
No, they don't care if we're sick. So there's a lot of commitment to it. And so you better make some of your fun in what you do.
Exactly. Make your work your fun. Make your barn a fun place
It has
to be.
to be. It has to be.
A destination, not just a place.
Yeah, it has
That's
to
what
be.
I look at. Awesome.
It has to be.
Well, that was some really good pointers. Thank you so much for meeting
Thank you.
with us. It was so nice to talk to
It
you.
was nice talking to you.
Hey there, we are the three fillies of Horse-A-Day.
Chris, Tina, and Jackie.
We would love for you to check out some more of our videos and interviews at horseadayblog.com.